Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. We're diving into some serious rumors swirling around the NFL, and it involves one of the Cowboys' most pressing needs, bolstering the secondary. The buzz is all about the Dallas Cowboys potentially making a bold move to acquire Jessie Bates, from the Atlanta Falcons, a player who's been making waves in the league and could be a game-changer for Dallas. And trust me, this is a story you don't want to miss because it could reshape how Dallas approaches the rest of this season and beyond. Let's set the scene here. The Falcons, sitting at 4-7, are clearly in the midst of a rebuild, especially on defense. Their secondary has struggled all year, allowing an average of 26. 8 points per game, that's quite high, especially for a team that once had aspirations of competing in the NFC South. Their defense has been leaking yards and big plays, and their safety room in particular has taken a hit. Jessie Bates, a proven all-pro safety with 7 seasons under his belt, is reportedly on the trade block. The Falcons are eyeing a future-focused move, and it seems they're willing to part ways with Bates in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2026 draft, which could be a steal for Dallas if it materializes. Now, why would Dallas be interested? Well, the Cowboys' secondary has been hit hard, especially after losing Trevon Diggs to an Achilles injury, which has sidelined him for the season. Diggs was a key piece in their pass defense, and his absence has left a noticeable gap. Players like Kelvin Joseph and Deron Bland have tried to step up, but they're still developing and haven't fully filled the big play void Diggs left behind. Adding Bates would give Dallas a veteran, a leader in the secondary with a knack for making game-changing plays, much like the kind of impact Diggs had before his injury. Bates' stats are impressive. Over his career, he's accumulated around 400 solo tackles, 22 interceptions, and a PFF grade that consistently ranks among the best safeties in the league. His ability to read plays, break on routes, and make pivotal turnovers is exactly what Dallas needs to tighten up their defense. And let's not forget, the Cowboys are already sitting at a solid 6-5-1, but their defense remains a concern. Allowing 21, 5 points per game is decent, but it's not enough to contend at the highest level. Their secondary, especially with the injury to Diggs and the questionable status of others like Pickens, could use a boost, a game-changer who can elevate the entire unit. Bates, with his history of high-level coverage, is that kind of player. His stats from this season are telling. In 11 games, he's recorded 38 solo tackles, 2 interceptions, and has been instrumental in generating turnovers. His PFF grade for 2025 is a strong 87. One showing he's still playing at a high level despite being on a Falcons team that's been struggling overall. Now some folks might wonder, why would the Falcons trade Bates? Well, it's all about cap space and rebuilding priorities. They have about $11 million in cap space available, but with the pending extension for Kyle Pitts, they need to free up resources. They're also rebuilding their offensive line and looking for young wide receivers and pass rushers. Plus, with the team's overall defensive struggles, they might see trading Bates as an opportunity to start fresh in their secondary and focus on acquiring draft capital to rebuild their unit from scratch. It's a smart move for Atlanta, even if it stings to lose a player of Bates' caliber. For Dallas, this potential trade would be a massive boost. Adding Bates would not only improve their pass defense, but also give them flexibility in coverage schemes. Imagine the possibilities with Bates roaming the field, reading plays, and shutting down the opposing team's best receivers. He's a playmaker, a true hunter, as some analysts describe him, and that kind of player can elevate a defense from good to elite. With Bates in the fold, the Cowboys could see a significant increase in turnovers, perhaps even pushing their interception total from around 10 to over 20, a game-changer in close contests. Statistically speaking, Bates is a double-edged sword for opponents. His ability to create turnovers is matched by his consistency in tackling and coverage. He's allowed a completion percentage of only about 59.2% when targeted, and his coverage grade hovers around 89.2, which is elite. His EPA per target sits at -0.14, indicating that when he's on the field, the defense is significantly less effective at giving up big plays. Plus, he's been remarkably durable this season, playing all 11 games without major injuries, which is a plus for any team looking for stability. What makes this even more enticing for Dallas is how Bates could complement their existing secondary. With Bland and Lewis already providing solid coverage, Bates would bring that extra layer of intelligence and aggressiveness. His ability to read the quarterback's eyes and jump routes could turn potential completions into turnovers, giving Dak Prescott more opportunities on offense. And we all know, when the defense flips the field with big plays and turnovers, it sets up the offense perfectly to put points on the board, especially in crucial moments and late-game situations. Now let's talk about the division. The NFC East has been fiercely competitive this season, with the Eagles and the Giants also vying for playoff positioning. The Cowboys, with their balanced approach and strong coaching staff led by Mike McCarthy, are in a prime position to make a deep playoff run. Securing a player like Bates could be the final piece needed to propel them into serious Super Bowl contention. The odds are already shifting, sportsbooks are updating their predictions, and the Cowboys are climbing in Super Bowl betting lines, from +3,000 to as low as +1,500 in some places. That's a clear indication that the market believes Dallas is positioning itself for a serious shot at the title. Looking ahead with Bates in the fold, Dallas's chances in the playoffs could see a significant boost. His presence would bolster the secondary in key matchups, especially against high-powered offenses like the Eagles or even potential NFC title opponents. His experience and knack for big plays could be the difference in tight postseason games, where every turnover and big stop counts. Plus, his leadership qualities would be invaluable in the intense, high-pressure environment of the playoffs. Of course, all of this hinges on the trade actually happening, and the Cowboys' front office has been known for making strategic moves at this stage of the season. They're always looking for ways to upgrade, especially in the secondary, which has been a point of concern. If they pull the trigger on acquiring Bates, it signals their serious intent to contend for another Super Bowl, and it could send shockwaves through the NFC East. The Falcons might be hesitant, but if Dallas offers the right package, a third-round pick in 2026, and perhaps some conditional considerations, this deal could be sealed sooner rather than later. Fans, I have to say, this move could redefine the Cowboys' defensive identity. With Bates's ability to lock down receivers, intercept passes, and provide leadership, Dallas's defense could become a nightmare for offenses trying to move the ball. It's exactly the kind of addition that can turn a good team into a championship-caliber squad. And when you look at the upcoming schedule, potential playoff matchups, and the current state of the division, it's clear that the Cowboys are positioning themselves for a deep postseason run, possibly even returning to the Super Bowl stage. So as we keep tabs on this developing story, one thing is certain. The Cowboys are not sitting idly by. They see the opportunity, and they're ready to pounce if the price is right. The NFL season is full of surprises, and this could be one of the biggest yet. Whether it happens or not, it's exciting to see the front office exploring options to make this team better, to chase that elusive 6th Lombardi trophy. Dallas fans, buckle up, because this season is shaping up to be one of the most thrilling in recent memory, and a potential Bates trade could be the catalyst for something special. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Bates is the missing piece that can push Dallas all the way to the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the team. Remember, I'll be back soon with even more updates and breaking news, so stay tuned, stay loud, and let's keep that Cowboy spirit alive. We're heading into the stretch run of the season, and with moves like this, the Cowboys are setting themselves up for a historic finish. Keep the faith, and as always, go Cowboys.